And welcome back, everyone. Ellington here, and we are back with some Total War Rome 2. In this, we have got a 3 versus 3 battle replay. This one was sent in by the Arverni player here. His name is Undertaker. So, for the attackers, as we see, like I said, Undertaker is Arverni. We've got Egypt being commanded by Azak. And we've got Carthage being commanded by only this league, I think is how it was said. For the defenders, we have got Armenia being commanded by Billy Champion. We have got Syracuse being commanded by Seedilator. I'm not sure how to say that. And then finally, we have got Seleucid here being commanded by Kiri Yamato. Now, as you can see, this battle replay is from the attacker's point of view, so we cannot see a lot of what's happening on the defensive side of things. But as the battle progresses, we will be able to see more and more and more. Pretty standard kind of setup. I will say what we don't tend to see a lot of is a push over this direction. Typically, this is the main direction that you're seeing the attack. With a little bit here as well, but not very often here. And usually, if there is a push over here, it's a late push. You can see Carthage has lost 3 of his artilleries, which is rough. He's got 1 left. Got Syracuse from over here. And Armenia's from over here. And he now loses the other one. Now the problem is, is he the only one who brought artillery? If so, that's a problem. Because that is a 700 gold piece of equipment that got 0 usage. And I hate to say, I think that was it. I think it's the only artillery they had. That's rough. That's really rough. If one of the allies had an artillery, he could just put his crew on that artillery when that ally was out of ammunition. But he can't do that anymore. He finally gets a unit onto the landing spot here for the artillery, but it's too late, to be honest with you. And he's not even landing because it would be a death sentence for this Libyan infantry. So good call. He, even though he landed the tower, he realizes his mistake and he pulls off his unit before it. So think about it this way. As long as you get the unit, as long as you give the command before any of the troops have dropped onto the wall, you could just give the command and the unit will just walk off. But you have to do it very quickly after the drawbridge drops. And he does the same thing. I'm not really sure why he's dropping the towers, but then just running away. I really don't think he should be, landing either, but I don't see what the point of dropping the towers is then. He could have kept his towers, and then, maybe he moves here, maybe he moves here, maybe he moves here. I think there's options there later on. But as of right now, I just don't see really the point. On the regular corner here, we've got Egypt coming in, thorax swords. Got some hillmen from Seleucid, backed up by some more thorax swords from Seleucid. Lots of cavalry. We got 2 units of Eastern cataphracts. But they got to be careful. There's some pretty good cav out here. Noble Horse is pretty solid. Arverni needs to be careful, though, due to the archer. I mean, that's an open gap right there. Oh, archers! Get in the cav, run away! No kills so far, but another volley, and I bet you he gets some. Maybe a unit coming out the gate. Some hillmen. And here comes the swarm. Egypt, if you're going to drop 3 units, you got to keep dropping units here, man. You only have 1 unit actively getting off the tower right now. You need these other units to be actively on the tower right now. Because you got to remember that right now you have 3 units that are being just bombarded by everything Seleucid has. So if you're not careful, these 3 units are going to get destroyed before you ever get anything else on the wall. And then at that point, what's the point? You know what I mean? Right now, these units are holding a foothold for you to safely be able to get men onto this wall without harassment. And you're losing that. Also, another thing I would suggest, get rid of formation attack to the bottom, like, middle of the screen when you have one of these units. Not everybody has formation attack, but the units that do, you should get rid of it. It just, I would say 90% of situations is useless. Oh my gosh. 115 out of 160. This guy is 129 out of 160. All these archers just laying into this. Then you got all these Javies coming in. And Egypt, the rest of his men just chilling out here. And now he gives a command, but it's too late. You've lost so many men for really no reason. Just kind of looking around at the moment. Wow. Look at this. Mercenary noble fighters already into the city. He's got to be really careful because if I'm Seleucid, I am blasting them with all of my archer power. Not only that, you've got Balearic slingers that could probably get a shot at this point, or at some point. The Cretan archers of Carthage are kind of pushing away that section, so that's good. And you can see we've got our Verney's archers on the other side here. If they were to scooch just a hair bit more, they might be able to get some really good shots in here. Egypt needs to have his archers right here. All of this, guys, don't do this. You are landing on the settlement already, and half of your army is sitting back a mile away from the settlement. You know, as these things are landing onto the walls, your army should already be up in this general area. You know what I mean? In this general area, because then you can readily support your attack. Right now, half their army's back here. They can't support anything. Carthage needs to move up his stuff. And, oh man, this just sucks. That is really painful. Got a bunch of Egyptian stuff here. Arverni's got stuff back here. It really just doesn't help you in any way, shape, or form for your units to be so far away. So the Carthaginian archers are now shooting at the Syrians, it looks like. It's probably a good idea. Gets these guys out of the way. Libyan infantry getting shot. Noble fighters still doing okay. They're all right. You got both units on the wall. Remember, Carthage can only, they're mercenaries, so they can only bring 2 of these. Most mercenary units, I think you can bring 3, but the noble fighters, you can only bring 2. It does kind of hurt Carthage in the top end a little bit. It basically kind of turns into this thing where it's almost not even worth bringing them. I don't know. It's hard to say. Carthage, like, will have a little bit of a struggle against factions that can bring a lot of high tier, because to be honest with you, Carthage really doesn't have a very good answer to it. They've got the noble fighters, but that's it, and they can only bring 2. So what if you're facing, you know, Arverni, who brings, let's say, 4 Oathsworn or something like that? You know, it's a little bit tougher to deal with. Good Javi toss. I'm honestly amazed that these guys aren't getting nuked. These guys are in combat, and they're just going to eat through these thorax swords. What needs to happen right now, Carthage, you got to stop this. You can't let this happen. Hit him, hit him, hit him. If you want this noble fighter to succeed, then this has to keep things off of it. Okay? So do not let it get javied. And good job by Carthage pulling him back. It's a bad idea to go further there. 44 kills only, but I mean, and he's at 117 But I mean, once again, he was getting jabbed in the flank there, and that's just a big boo-boo. Look at this one. Now this one is in a straight-up fight versus a thorax sword. And now we've got a 55 kills with only 3 losses. That is the difference between what was happening over here and what is happening over here. God, Carthage, you gotta put stuff on the walls, dude. If you don't put things on the walls, you're just going to lose it. Got one Sam Knight coming up, but you gotta move more units. Your goal is to put as much stuff onto the wall as you possibly can, as quickly as you can. Because if you don't, the wave that is in combat right now is going to get overwhelmed. It's just going to happen. The defenders can support their units far better and faster than you can at the moment. They can just move stuff. They can move stuff all they want. Easy peasy, they just walk there. You have to climb. Not only do you have to climb, you're not just dealing with the slow climb, you're also dealing with this game and its kind of wonky mechanics sometimes, which means sometimes your unit doesn't do exactly what you want it to do exactly when you want it to do it, and you end up with a unit taking forever to get on the walls, which means you have to use the opportunities that you get as quickly as you can. Noble Fighter's finally getting nuked by Salukin. The Noble Fighter got way too many kills. He only got 89, but what I'm saying is that they really took a while before they started shooting it. Now they're shooting the other one. Good job.
What are we, brothers? What are we, brothers?
They really either should have put this... Honestly, this never should have gone on the wall as soon as it did. They should have had their Sam Knights and Libyans in this combat, pushing this flank, holding this flank, or pushing it, whichever. And the Noble Fighters should have kind of held back a little bit. They're just too squishy, you know what I mean? Galatian Swordsman by Egypt, all the way out here. Look at this. He's got archers. Go get him! Go get him! Come on, Egypt! Go get him! They're right there! They are probably pretty much out of ammo, but that's still 240 kills pretty much that can really matter. And especially if you have a unit right there, go for it. Kill them. Get rid of them. Libyan infantry going to take on, what is that, a Thuros looks like, or Thorax Hoplite. It's a pretty good unit. Noble Fighters charge in, and then they get flanked. A sword! A sword! Give me a sword! Every time I hear that line, it makes me think of Gladiator. Hellenic Cataphract's about to get jabbied. Unless he's out of ammo, he might be. They're trying to run away. They're more like slowly walking away. But you can see a Thorax Sword of their own. It's a weak one, but a Thorax Sword of their own coming down to engage that. Arverni making his way through Armenia here. This isn't a bad idea. They do have the gate neutralized, and they can burn it down pretty easy. Although here in a second they're going to be able to just walk in. So if I was them, I would maybe even just wait. This push over here, it's kind of wonky. You can see it looks like some of Egypt came over this way. We also have a Carthaginian Samnite warrior here. But over here, you got a little bit of a mosh pit going on. The Noble Fighters, 110 kills, taking on a Thorax Hoplite. Then we've got an Egyptian Thorax and a Syracuse Thorax taking on, just fighting on. Thorax Hoplite taking on 2 Carthaginian Libyan infantries. Or wait, no, it's 1 Libyan, 1 Samnite. Here comes the rest of the armies. African war elephants from Carthage. Still have a Libyan peltist way here at the back. Cretan archers seem to be shooting the thorax swords. It's actually a good shot. They are pretty well turned and exposed. Not sure what's going on there. Galatian Royal Guard, they have 50 kills. If I was him, I would sneak right here. That's a good target too. There's a thorax hoplite with his back turned. The one problem I'll say is now you expose the back end of your Glacial Royal Guard to a slinger and 4 archers. If I was him, I would have taken the gap. Well, you take the gap, which threatens the slinger, then you probably engage the Etruscan hoplites after that, and then maybe bounce between the Etruscan hoplite and the Samnite warrior. But the main thing is, causing these slingers to run away. That's the biggest benefit. Arverni possibly having some problems here. Once again, too much stuff not in the settlement, not ready to support his attack. So what's going to happen right now is like this guy just breaks. These Eastern Cataphracts have a clear path to come in and really mess with the attacker's day. Carthaginian archers have moved to the right, and they are shooting, looks like maybe the Balearics? We also have the Nubian bows. Did he bring all Nubian bows? Ah, man. I am okay with bringing, so you can bring 4 archers, right? But Egypt can only bring 3 of their Cretans. So what you do is you bring 3 Cretans and fill in with a 4th Nubian. But I'm not a huge fan of going all Nubians. Got kind of a weird mosh pit going on. Super heavy shot cav going against very heavy melee cav. Eastern Cataphracts, 82 kills, 57 men left, 14 kills, and 80 men left. Noble Horse actually has 31 kills right now. If I was them, I would take my 2 cav and I would just kind of watch right here. I don't think you can maybe pursue a little bit, but in the end, I don't think you're really looking to take a fight with these 2 Cataphract units. Especially, you might even see Seleucid come assist. Which would add another Cataphract to the mix. Sorry, I had to take a drink there for a sec. I think now, Carthage, load it up. You know what I mean? Get up on the walls. As you can see, we're basically seeing the overall breakdown of this side. Glacial Royal Guard, 216 kills, 79 men left. Libyans with 30, 28, 85, 98 for the Samnites. That's pretty good. Got the Gallic Hunters in now. Get your armies in, guys. Come on. You now have full control of this point of the map, which means there's literally no excuse for all of this being sitting out here. Camel Spearmen. Interesting call. Take your elephants and walk around to the gate. Got the 2 cav units here. Royal Thorax Sword moving forward, but he's all by himself unless Arverni goes to help him. So we got one of the cataphracts here. The other one's probably sitting over here, I'm betting. Nope. But there's 2 Cartly Axemen. Yeah, that's a no-go. Don't do it. Like, you're gonna get a good charge, but what's gonna happen right here is gonna hurt. I don't know why he's charging in. I would have just jabbed him. Then throwing in the Royal Thorax Sword, I think, is a bad call right now. And especially Arverni is not supporting him. So this Royal Thorax Sword, this is a really expensive unit, is all by himself. And look at what just happened to him. Even though he is getting out of that right now, look what just happened. He lost 30 men, 32 men even. He did a little bit of damage here, but really not enough. In the center, we've got Royal Thorax Swords and Chosen Swords going up against some Thorax Swords. Now the Syracuse unit backing up, but you got a Thorax Hoplite right behind it. Fight, men! Fight to the last man!
Warriors, move out!
Now we've got Arverni backing out of it. Royal Thorax Sword engaged here. Now he's about to get hit again, left all by himself. Arverni, you gotta support your ally. Your archers need to be over here to support against the hill. He can't go in because the archers just shoot him when he does. But, you know, I don't know. Hey, by the way, Armenia doesn't get Parthian foot archers. Just saying. Just saying. Hold on, now I'm looking it up to make sure I'm not being... Hey, chariots! Seleucid's got chariots in! Good job, Arverni. Shield wall, just exactly what you need to do. Now chariots in not a very good position. This was not a good place to do this, I think. It's too tight, too glitchy. Not glitchy, but like it's too narrow of an area. The chariots can't really do what they need to do here. 79, 82. He's getting kills, but like he could be getting better kills. You know what I mean? An area like this, it's as easy as one unit hitting shield wall. This poor Royal Thorax Sword just left out to die. Here's the elephants. Looks like most everything now fully making its way into the settlement. On this side, they've walked all the way over here. They do still have to contend with the slingers and the archers from the mountaintop. A couple of units from Syracuse kind of left in a bad position. Honestly, I'm a bit concerned about this because I really don't see much here. Over here, they need to mass push this. Walk around. There are gaps. Walk around it. Walk around it.
Let's go! Move it!
Royal Thorax, 121 kills. Chosen Swords with 50, or 40, excuse me. We got 51 on the Mercenary Hoplites. One of these noble horses took quite a bit of damage. 43 men, or 43 kills and only 32 men left. Look at this. Let's look at the battlefield here so far. Obviously, most of the fighting has been in through here. You know, if I was the attackers, I think I would put my elephants over on my left flank. One, it helps against things like the cataphracts. Elephants do really good against most cavalry, so that would be a really good option. They've missed huge opportunity to bust through this way quicker. All they had to do is get around this and hit him in the back, and then also hit this in the back. And they failed to do so. So now they're literally just continuing to fight heads up, straight up, which means they are grinding their way through this slowly. Samnites should go engage there and stop them from jabbing him in the side. Like, just kind of simple little movements like that. There's very small little things that could be happening right now that aren't. Eastern Cataphract's got a charge, 120 kills at the moment. They also got a chevron, and they've got 12 men left.
As you say. Forward.
But the 1.5 noble horse and the heavy horse were well enough to take that on. Got some Nubian bows over here. They are shooting. Not 100% sure exactly at what. I really, 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 really severely hope that your Nubian bow, one, is not out of ammo with only 71 kills, and two, is not in combat with ammunition. Hey, look, they got around, but now there's stuff there. Oh, wow, what happened? I wonder what they thought this 34-man unit was going to do. Honestly, I bet you they could sneak around here, too.
What do we say?
Remember, if there are gaps, try to use them. Sometimes the map, like the pathing can be a little bit glitchy, so be careful. But if the path is there and it lets you go through, then do it. You know what I mean? There's no point in just sitting here grinding through this. The defenders are trying to buy time, and you are trying to get through it before the time runs out. So use every advantage you have possible, including things like the gaps. We call it greasing through the gap. So you make your unit into a long column, so it's super narrow, and a lot of times they can walk right through those openings. Over here, there was a massive gap. You didn't need to even, like, try. You could have walked right through this and probably saved yourself, like, 2 minutes. You're still fighting a unit here. You're still fighting a unit here, although this one just broke, it looks like. I'm telling you, greasy, greasy. Are they fully falling back? They might be. Looks like they may be sacrificing a Samnite. Hey, pretty sure mercenary Etruscan hoplites are also not on the roster here. I'm starting to think that this Balearic, or this Syracuse faction may be a glitched in DLC faction, a DLC Syracuse. I mean, it looks basically right, but I'm pretty sure the Etruscan hoplites, I guess maybe they get them. Syracuse is not my favorite faction in the world, so I'd be perfectly honest with you, I'm not super 100% confident in some of the units that maybe I'm just not aware that they have because I don't see them very often. That could be it. But I am, like, the Parthian foot archers, I'm pretty sure only Parthia has Parthian foot archers. It's actually been a while since I've seen a glitched in unit. Or a glitched in faction. I haven't seen either of those in a while. So congrats to all the people that are learning to be more gentlemanly in gentlemanly games. Glitching in factions and glitching in units is considered poor form. Alright, Egypt, we gotta talk about your archer kills, man. Nubian bows with 73, 58. It's not very good. Not very good at all. So we're gonna have to do some archer lessons. If you guys are interested in getting in like in-house games, make sure to join the Discord. It should be linked in the description. I'm pretty sure I put the new link in there. For some reason, the old one stopped working apparently, and I find that odd because it's supposed to be set like a lifetime link or whatever. It's not supposed to be like God, my brain just went. Bleh. The link that I put in is not supposed to be like a limited time link. A lot of times you could be like, put a link out that's good for a day or a week or something. And then there's links that are good forever, apparently. But it doesn't seem like it because apparently one of them just stopped working. So I had to put a new one in. But it should work now. So make sure to join the Discord. We're always playing games, whether it's Rome 2 or whether it's Among Us. Among Us is always a fun one because you can get up to 15 people in there. Literally just the other night we were playing with 12. That's the most we've had in a long time. Call of Duty Warzone. There's people who play. We play CK3, Hearts of Iron, all sorts of stuff. Here we go. Once again, though, remember what I was just saying. Look at it. Look at it. You know what would be really, 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 really useful right now? Some cavalry. So like those camel spearmen, make him super skinny and just whoop. And I think he's doing it. Come on, Egypt. Come on, Egypt. So here, what's going to happen right now? Parts of this camel unit are going to get stuck. I personally think that was a wide enough gap that cavalry should have been able to. I think it would have been okay if you were to keep that cavalry going.
Break off! Get out!
Egyptian general now coming up. Another Royal Thorax sword. I'm gonna be honest, I'm personally not a Royal Thorax sword guy. I'm not a huge fan of it. To me, it just seems like the poor man Silver Shield swordsman. I don't dig it, you know? For Egypt, I'm by far a bigger fan of your Glacial Royal Guard or your Royal Peltas. Glacial Royal Guard might be my favorite high-tier unit of the game. It's between that and the Thracian Noble. I haven't... It's hard to pick, okay? Don't judge me. How about you guys tell me what your favorite units in the game are? Nah. But seriously, tell me in the comment section. Let me know. What's your favorite unit in the game? The Royal Thorax, I just think they're a little underpowered in my opinion. They're just okay. They're fine. I think they're a little bit expensive for what you get. Oh, look at this. I didn't even realize the a bunch of Armenian cap. But here's my question, Armenia. What are you going to do? What's your next plan? What's the next step here? Go through there. I dare you. I dare you to go through it. Royal Thorax sword, all by himself, just getting eaten alive. I don't know why Armenia went so much cavalry. It's like, I don't know. Balance power is pretty heavy in the attacker's favor because, to be honest with you, I don't get this either. What are we defending right now? The capture point is at risk, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5 infantry units and 1 cavalry unit all sitting over here. And there's nothing defending the cap point. You have Mercenary Etruscan Hoplite standing here all by himself. You got the Hellenic Cataphracts back here wreaking havoc. So they're doing a good job. 196 kills with a chevron. A lot of the archers here just getting obliterated. Got a Silver Shield Pikeman coming over. But he's a bit out of position because we got the Royal Thorax and then we got the Scutari. And he's stuck. Stuck. The Camel Spears coming to chase off some Hippeus Lancers. Hippeus Lancers, that's another unit I'm not a huge fan of. I just don't think they're very good. I think they're too expensive for the fact that they only have like 56 charge bonus. What? 57, excuse me.
Raiders, advance!
Over here, Armenia attacking, but once again, like, it's like the priorities are wrong here. This is the win. You win or lose right here. And you have a massive amount of, what do we got, 800 men over here, something like that? The cavalry from Armenia, what's the plan here, Armenia? What are we gonna do? Oh, don't do it. Oh, don't do it. No! No, 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 no. Oh, God, this is gonna be terrible. Oh, stop it! Armenia, you... Oh.
What are we, brothers?
Oh, man.
Quickly now!
I don't know. I don't know.
Get ready!
Elephant's gonna come and... My spirit is broken, okay?
Take the bleed!
It's broken. And I don't have words for what just happened. And I think the gods, God, whatever, that... I don't want to say it, because as soon as I say it, he's going to decide to do it. But I thank the Lord above that it was only one. But I still want to know, what are you going to do with the other two? That's what I want to know. I gotta know, guys. Oy vey. Then they disappear. This doesn't look like a forested area. What the hell? I guess technically you can't see them. Weird. It's a bit odd to me. Oh, hey, Seleucid has elephants too. Oh, this could be interesting. Here we go. Here we go. We got a shield. Okay, we do have a shield wall. So are Verni doing the correct thing? So I think if you are the elephants, which you may not get the opportunity, I think you go right there. You have an Armenian unit in combat. It doesn't matter. Go right here. This is your attack right now. It's right there. Yep. Now do this. Now you can do this. Yes. All right, Seleucid. There we go. Gotta keep moving. Gotta keep moving. Gotta keep moving. Gotta go right now. Gotta go right now. Go, Power Rangers. Go, elephants. Okay, that's not the same one. I was about to be like, what? Don't. My spirit is already broken. Don't do it again. Oh, Armenia, no. Stop it. Ugh. Wait, did he neutralize it? Hey, it's neutralized! Woo! All right, yeah, go Armenia! Woo! Get the other one in. Go! Orale! What are we doing? Move your royal cataphracts. And how have they not finished capping this? Ugh. I don't know what to say right now. This has been the most emotionally draining battle I've ever seen. This makes me sad. So sad. Eastern Cataphract's gonna get hit by the Noble Horse. Noble Horse catching him with his back turned, so the Noble Horse is probably gonna do pretty good damage right there. The Elephants, 350 kills with 3 chevrons. Oh, nicely done. Oh, Elephant be Elephant. Do it. Yeah. Woohoo. African elephants versus mercenary Syrian elephants. Look at that. You don't see that very often. Carthaginian elephants getting out of there. They're out of control. They're out of control. Syrians are also out of control. 354 kills. Can we just finish this? Royal Cataphract's now in. This is going to hurt. Heavy Horse is not going to take that very well. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Did you see all those bodies fly because of that charge? I'm just saying. That was very painful. Royal Cataphracts lost nothing. And they should go charge that Noble Horse. Noble Horse 82 kills with 2 chevrons, though. Nicely done. So a lot of those kills have been Eastern Cataphracts, so Armenia cleaning up stuff here, but like, it doesn't matter because this is done. Elephants 355 and 51. Wait, no. Yeah, 51. Okay. All of this is basically just like. My elephants are cooler than your elephants. No, mine are better. Mine are cooler. I like the Syrian armored elephants way more than I like the African war elephants. I'm not a huge fan of the elephants that don't have any armor. Eastern Cataphracts coming around the back end. I'm amazed that they have not finished the Noble Horse here yet. But it doesn't matter, because that's GG. Time ran out because they capped the point, because Armenia didn't defend it. Alright. Some pretty good kills all around. Alright. Undertaker, Arverni, 2,253 kills. Scav did okay. Those archers did pretty solid, 163. Infantry, all in all, did pretty good, 164 on no sworn. Just this league. Carthage, 2,415 kills. His archers did really well. Infantry did pretty solid. The 2 noble fighters should have done way better. 232 on a Sam Knight. Azak is Egypt, 2,114 kills. You know, his Royal Thorax actually did pretty solid. 269 on the Glacial Regard with 2 chevrons. That's pretty good as well. Honestly, not bad. Not bad. For the defenders, also, once again, really good. Like, pretty even kills across the board. Billy Champ as Armenia, 2,230 kills. He got pretty good kills, but my issue is that he didn't defend the point. You know what I mean? See the later with 1925 as Syracuse. Look at the slingers, 267. Nice. Infantry just kind of all in all did okay. Kira Yamato as Seleucid, 2,183 kills as Seleucid. A lot of kills just right there. 374 on the general, 355 on the elephant, 111 but 2 chevrons on the scythe chariots. Archers did pretty solid. They did pretty good. The pikes probably could have been used a little bit more effectively, I would say. The infantry, they did fine. But that is going to be it for today's battle. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget that if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.